everyone, in this video I'm going to show you how I check on the roots of a plant that I transitioned pretty recently, maybe a couple weeks ago. I already did this once where I had to check on my Monstera deliciosa after I first transitioned it. I tend to do that maybe a week or so after I first transition a plant. It really depends. I just pay attention to how my plant is doing, and it wasn't showing any signs of distress. I just wanted to make sure, since it's a larger plant, that the roots were looking okay. Yeah, so I'm just going to be checking on the roots and pulling off the shedded roots and making sure that the new roots are growing in, that the plant is doing well since the transition. It's actually putting out some new growth right there. You can see some new growth, and also right over there. So the way that I have this set up, I have this basket that I think is either from Home Goods or TJ Maxx, and inside I have a garbage bag lining the inside because I don't want water to get everywhere. Inside of that I have a deep clear saucer that I got from Home Depot. I didn't make these holes on the side. It was kind of perfect that it ended up that way. That has holes all along the sides, and then also has one at the bottom, so it makes it easy for the water reservoir to get to it. Yeah, I have a feeling I'm gonna have a lot of root shed, so I'm gonna check on that right now. I am just gonna dump it. Oh yeah, I need to make sure I plugged my sink. Okay, in my last video, this is what I mean by the leca balls fly everywhere. I'm gonna put the moss ball aside. You can see the root system. Here is a good example. You can see this is the shedding of the root, and it's just gonna come right off like that. And I'm gonna throw that away. This is the inside of the root. That was the outer part that just came off, and I'm just gonna go ahead and rip that off. As you could see from the green leaves of the plant, is actually, it looks really happy. That is not something to freak out about. This right here is also coming off. These are the fuzzy white new roots that are growing, and then you can see the leca balls attached to that too. It's just shedding its old roots and growing some new ones because it's in a different medium now, so it needs to have different roots that are used to this medium. Just use my nails. You can use your scissors. There's not an exact time frame where I check on the roots like this after I first transition a plant. In each of these, I'm seeing the root shed, but I'm also seeing this new fuzzy new growth. Just want to show you what's expected from all of this. I'm just going through right now, and I am checking on each of the roots like that. This is something that I learned later on after making my first semi-hydroponics videos. That's why I put the disclaimer up there that at that time when I first put up the video, I had only been doing it for a short period of time, and I clearly don't know everything. This is just what works for me and what I learned so far. But these roots are looking good overall. You can see the white is growing longer, and then whenever you see the fuzzies like that, you can tell that's brand new roots coming in. But yeah, when I have my flush days with my plants that have been into my hydroponics for a while, I'm just taking the nursery pot and rinsing it through. I'm not taking out all the leca and rinsing it that way. That would take forever. This new root growing, and then there's some black there. It doesn't harm the plant in my experience when I just cut it like this. And I have cut down roots before that are just healthy overall, but they were getting a little bit out of control for me to pot back into the same pot, and I didn't want to go up in size for the pots. Indoors, I don't really have much in soil anymore. For now, my variegated monstera is gonna be one that I keep in soil because I am honestly too scared to mess with it, and the plant's just really happy. It's been putting out a lot of new growth for me since December, so I really don't want to mess with that. I've mentioned quite a few times, I have drought tolerant plants in our bedroom. I recently converted the Moonshine Sansevieria to semi-hydro, and it's doing well so far. That is me going through all of the plants, because right now, I mean, it's kind of boring. I'm just gonna go through and pull out the shedded parts, and then I'll do a quick rinse. I have all the leca in here, and I rinsed it through. Look at the new growth. I love seeing new growth on my plants. It's so exciting. That and new roots. I don't know if I showed it over here, but I showed it on my Instagram for sure. Hey, Constellation Monstera unfurled its first split leaf under my care after I got it from Niche in the plant swap. Then I checked on the roots yesterday, and they were insane. Like, the roots are growing like crazy. Sink is plugged, so now I'm just gonna be dipping it into the sink and doing that same thing because I don't want to waste any water. This is kind of my double check and to rinse everything off. I have quite a few videos that show me repotting the plants, And it's the same thing on a larger scale. So I figured it would be really repetitive if I just showed you the entire process again. Now that I have it all potted back up, I can show you the setup that it was in. So I have it in the nursery pot that it originally came in. And then I have this deep plastic liner. So it comes all the way up here. What I'm gonna do is put this part in the basket first. Pushing it all the way to the bottom and making sure that the plastic bag I have inside is pulled up so that it can do its job of not getting everything wet. I have my nutrients already mixed up because the water line is always going to be at the 1/3 level, and I know based on this plant where I need to fill it up, so I'm just going to pour it straight in there. When you put the plant in, it's going to raise the water level up. I'm going to take this plant right here, make sure that all the water comes out, and I'm going to just stick it straight in this basket like this. There you have it. That is how I check on my plants after the initial conversion. I'm pretty sure after this time that I won't have to do this again. When it comes to flush day, I'm just gonna flush the nursery pot normally with water instead of having to unpot it. Yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching. Bye.